Yeah, so having the CTO could be very valuable. So that's a really good way to get a software because a lot of these software developers, they're good at what they do, but they have absolutely no skills when it comes to sales and
Welcome to Unstoppable Podcast with Harry Sardinas, inspiring conversations with influential millionaires, investors, thought leaders, entrepreneurs who are making a massive difference with their innovative products and services, and sharing the challenges and wisdom of how they sold their first million.
I agree with you because sometimes I get a calls, and when you say hi, hello, are you a person, whatever, and you find a human on the other side of the phone, you tend to be longer. You
yeah,
tend to
exactly.
be polite, to say, okay, tell me a bit more, and you engage. But as soon as you think that this is a machine talking to you, that's it. You don't care about the call anymore. This I can tell. I
Yeah,
agree
exactly.
100%. Yeah. So, how about the database for the phone numbers, Aidan? So the company needs to provide the database with the phone numbers. You guys
Yeah, we
can
have our own
access.
databases. Yeah,
Uh,
we have our own databases as well in terms of B2B data. So we have a very large quantity of B2B data across like LinkedIn and other platforms which customers can't buy. This would be an additional add-on which they can buy, which is like off of LinkedIn and other platforms where we source data. We have a ton of mobile data, and that's extremely important because mobile data gets a way higher pickup rate than landlines. Landlines get you around a 1 to 2%, maximum 3% pickup rate. With mobile numbers, you're getting around a potentially like 7 to 10% pickup rate, depending on the industry. If you're
wow,
targeting
that's
SaaS,
really high. That's really high pickup rate. Wow.
yeah, it's way, way, way higher. It's still not as good as it used to be because back in like 1980, 1985, we
Yeah,
30, 40% pickup rates. Like,
yeah. Now with all
but
the social media and everything, and
yeah,
uh,
yeah.
an
But the way
alternative.
we counter that, right, is with the software. So you're dialing so many numbers at a time. So if you're hitting like 10 people at once, maybe one guy answers, you get directly connected, you continue on with your day.
This is really powerful, actually. Tell us a
Exactly.
little bit more about the software. I think that this feature is amazing. Like the software we call 10 numbers at the same time, and then
Yeah.
yeah, you already know that the average two people gonna pick up. So as soon as these two people pick up, then again 20 calls again at the same time. Uh, it's actually very effective.
Yeah, exactly.
Amazing.
You just stop wasting time. Like so many people,
How you
even like
doing with the development? Do you have challenges developing this? Do you have to in terms of the technicality of the engine?
no, we don't really have any issues just because I mean I had to even with the marketing agency had to build out like a lot of applications internally over the years. It's one of those things where if you really
Ah,
want to
you used
scale,
to it. You used to it to build application. That's why
yeah,
this have been
exactly.
an
So I
easy
already
pace for
know a
you.
bunch of people. Yeah,
So you
so it's
really
like one
like
of
tech,
those things.
Aidan.
If
You
you want
really
to
like tech.
scale,
You have a marketing agency, but with very strong tech background. You software developer. Why do you get
no,
so much passion about tech? Where
no,
this
I'm not a
passion come
software
from? Do you like
developer.
to
No.
play games? So where do you get so passionate about tech? Where this
Yeah,
passion came from of automatizing, systemizing, building software? I've done it in my businesses. Every time, like I own several businesses through my life, last 17 years in business. From restaurant property business, we managed to sell over 5 million, and I have an English school, and we have an event companies, and so anyway, during all those businesses, our IT directors always have been the same. Business change, we add more business to our portfolio, but the IT team stays always fixed in our whatever I'm doing because we constantly need software. And every time that we need to automatize, we we prefer to build it. Yeah, we have our own CRM, for example. We build it in house because we look around and the CRM that was costing a lot of monthly and a lot of money, and it was not suiting 100% what we really needed. So I thought our guys built it, and in 3 months we're done, and it's working amazing, and it does anything that other CRM does out there. Are you with me? And we're paying zero because we built in house. So I'm used to I love tech as well. This I used to work as a software developer. That was my first job when I arrived to when I was living in Spain. Software developer. We did a little bit of Java back then. So I only write code I think 2 years because the other 3 years was in project management. But anyway, um, I like tech. I have to have developers working with me, and every time that I can automate something, rather I try always to develop it in-house if it's simple to do, rather than that buy subscriptions and things like that. I got the feeling that you're kind of the same thing. That if you think that you can automatize something and it's simple to do, you guys you prefer to build it yourself, right?
Yeah, more or less. I mean, for simple tasks and stuff like that. Like there were certain
Yeah,
tasks which we were just like adding email addresses to.
absolutely.
It's the
Yeah,
exact same task over and over and over. And like
exactly.
this is Python. It's very easy to automate these
Mm,
types of
mm,
things.
mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I can get a sense of what you said, that it hasn't been complex for you to develop this new software, but for somebody else that doesn't have experience um, building a software, especially with these features that you're describing, could be a little bit of a challenge, right?
It could be. It could be. But again, like it's all about there's several ways. If you don't have any skills personally within like actually building out software, there is a strategy. There's two strategies. First of all, I mean, there's no code software, which is out there with like Bubble, and there's so many new like no code software out there, which don't require a lot of tech skills. And quite frankly, someone could learn it within a few days if they just took the time to really just understand no code software. And this may sound like kind of shocking, but there are no code softwares out there which are selling for like six, seven, $8 million, and they don't really even have like any actual code like traditionally like behind it. They're using like no code softwares to be able to do it. So that's the first thing. And the second thing is that there's a lot of developers out there who would be fine and willing, as long as you pay them like a little bit upfront, like a couple thousand, would be willing to take like 50% or 45% equity in the company to be like the CTO of the company. And that's really helpful anyway, because when you approach investors, they often look to be like, okay, this guy has no technical expertise. Why should I trust him? And having a CTO is greatly beneficial from that point of view. I've talked to investors who have said, like specifically, when they said, if there's no CTO, I'm not investing in that company. So having a CTO is an extremely valuable thing anyway.
In a tech
So
company, absolutely, yeah.
yeah, yeah. So having the CTO could be very valuable. So that's a really good way to get a software, because a lot of these software developers, they're good at what they do, but they have absolutely no skills when it comes to sales and marketing, and they have no desire whatsoever to start going into that stuff. So like, okay, I'll work on the actual developing of the software. You push it out with like sales, marketing. We both make a lot of money. And if you find the
Mm,
right guy, and you obviously have to look at the reviews and stuff like that, look at different
yeah.
platforms, work and other platforms, you can find software developers who would be more than happy to take that deal.
Absolutely, yeah. So this is my what I share with or my advice to all the tech entrepreneurs out there. If you love programming and you're very good at it, that this is your passion, and you want to build the tech company, just partner. Just you can be the CTO of that company, okay? But bring on board a CEO, a CMO, someone with great skills in getting the product market fit, because this is actually what is gonna make it, and this is what will justify the valuation for the investor, because the investor, this is what they want to see. They want to see that the product sells. They want to see that the people are buying it. They want to see some track record. Um, Shiny objects they see every day. I know that
Exactly.
you guys, you tech entrepreneurs, they think that they have something new that nobody has seen it before, but the investors, they see shiny objects every single day. They just need to see um, if the market ready to adopt and buy these shiny objects. So Aidan, someone is in love with our conversation. They want to know more about your tech company and also about your marketing agency, how people can find you, how this process works.
Yeah, so I mean, people can reach out to us like the info at zotodialo.co. They can reach out there. If they want to reach out to me personally, they can hit me up on LinkedIn. I'm very responsive there. Those are the best ways they
How
can
can
reach
they find you in LinkedIn? Because some people might be listening in the car. So how can they
out.
find you in LinkedIn?
Yeah, so like linkedin.com/in/Aidan Sowa.
Very good. Very good, Aidan. Man, I think you're brilliant. I think you're brilliant. And I think that you're going to make it big time in the tech space because you have a very strong foundation in marketing. And this is key in order to make a tech company grow, right? No doubt about it. And again, what I'm saying, based on the statistics for this broadcast, people with marketing and sales expertise doing tech businesses so far, they are doing very well. The proof is in this broadcast of most of the tech entrepreneurs that have been here and they have exit, they have some knowledge about programming, we can tell, some idea, but what they have very strong skills is in sales, marketing, getting product market fit, listen to the clients and adapt the product to it. That is, and this is your right in your background in your backyard. So for all of you listening to the broadcast, see you in our next episode of Unstoppable, how brave entrepreneurs like Aidan break that wall and achieve the first million. Bye for now.
Follow us for more interviews with world's most influential, audacious entrepreneurs that overcame challenges and adversity, providing you with the blueprint of how they sold their first million so you can grow your business exponentially.